A Washington lawmaker is proposing a bill to make voting mandatory in the state. If you're registered to vote, you'd be required to return your ballot. But does that mean you'd face a penalty, like a fine or jail time, if you decide not to vote? Let's verify. This story caught a lot of attention last week when the Washington State GOP's Twitter account posted this, encouraging constituents to oppose two bills, including House Bill 1220. That bill would make voting mandatory for registered voters in Washington. The tweet also suggests people who don't vote would be tossed in jail. But is that the case? Let's verify. Our sources are the bill itself, its author, State Representative Charlotte Mena, and State Senator Mike Padden.
But what we're hoping to do is have a conversation about how we can put greater responsibility on the state to register folks and encourage them to vote.
Representative Mena says the bill aims to encourage more people, namely historically disenfranchised communities, to participate in their government. And she points out voters who don't want to fill out a ballot would have an option.
While this bill would say that you need to vote, there would also be an option on the ballot to say none of the above and return a blank ballot. So we're not trying to mandate that anyone vote or vote a certain way or anything like that. We want to ensure that there's greater participation from folks.
Mena admits that she doesn't expect the bill to pass this year, but she thinks it's important to at least start the conversation.
I know in my district, folks are in general opposed to this.
State Senator Mike Padden says he supports more people participating in elections, but he does not believe this is the right way to go about it.
I think people should have the right to vote or not vote. And I certainly encourage them to vote and study the candidates and vote their values. But this proposal, which is unique, no other state has it, I think is something you'd see in a totalitarian country rather than the United States.
But back to the claim that not voting would land you in jail. The bill's author says that is not the case.
But I think importantly, it doesn't include any penalties or enforcement.
So we can verify, no, as written, House Bill 1220 would not lead to penalties, including jail time, for registered voters who don't vote. If you have something you'd like me to verify, send me an email at verify@krem.com.